Well, did you know that September is National Preparedness Month? With hurricanes slamming the Gulf Coast and eastern seaboard, fires on the West Coast, the occasional earthquake shaking the state, and the ever-present threat of severe weather in Oklahoma. The Better Business Bureau of Central Oklahoma is reminding folks about the importance of just being prepared. Oh, don't like seeing that image. Here with more details, we got Sean Rose from the Better Business Bureau of Central Oklahoma joining us today. So what are some of the biggest tips that you would say you want people, specifically the businesses, to retain, to have?
So, I mean, one of the key things is that what a lot of people don't realize or think about is, what's going to happen with your workforce and with your key management. So what happens if there's a huge storm, let's say like, there was in Houston and there was flooding, and some of your workforce might live near your business or operational facility, but your management doesn't. And how do you make sure that one person can reach another, develop a calling tree, kind of go through and establish some plans and some parameters that says, okay, here's our key people. Each person has this many members on its team. Here's our, bare functional ability or our staff that we need to have that ability to operate.
Sure. Okay.
And then the other big thing is like, what you have to make sure that you have an inventory and you have an accurate inventory. But a lot of people say, oh, well, we have some desks and we have some this and this. But, if you have cars, vans, different like big rigs or whatever, you have to make sure that you inventory that. And then you have to keep sure what's on the inside of these things, like how many different laptops might there be in one car, or how many laptops are checked out to staff that are going to be at their house or something like that. So you really need to develop an accurate inventory and be able to go through that.
Yeah, and so to do that, do you just tell people, or businesses, I should say, write them down, maybe take a photo? What's kind of the best processes in doing that?
So there's definitely a bunch of different ways you can do that, but having, at least the bare, the pen and paper, if you will, kind of documentation, photographs, stuff like that, so that not just you have that for your own records, but for insurance in the event you would ever need to file a claim against it.
Now, what if you are, I don't know, maybe at work when something's happening? Can you talk a little bit more about an emergency plan?
So yeah, the emergency plan is also going to be pretty key, because it's going to help your employees know what to do in the event of an emergency. I know personally for us at our office, we have a whole handbook. So there's different situations that says, hey, if this happens, this staff, defer to this staff member's judgment, and then follow this plan, take these steps to help make sure that both you're secure, your staff's secure, and any customers that might be in your business. Yeah,
because whenever disaster strikes, you're in shock. You're not maybe thinking in a totally normal way, so you don't know what to do, and so it's great to be prepared ahead of time. So if something happens, you know exactly whether to go to work or not go to work, or just kind of all those different plans. So thank you for coming and talking to us today. And for more information, you can go to oklahomacity.bbb.org. You can also call that phone number 239-6081 if you have any questions for them. We'll be right back.